Okay, shit. Wow. We are here, we are there, we are everywhere. We are here, we are there, we are everywhere. Boom. What's going on, everybody? Scientist Nyne checking in, seeing how you living. Hello, everybody out there in TV land. Sorry I'm late for class. Had to walk through all the troll shit through the digital lifestyle and the digital jungle to get here to see you all today. So, I don't know which is brew. Anyways, what we're going to talk about today here on the How You're Living show. Again, before we get started, one thing I would like to tell you all to do under my back cave is go to beacons.ai/scientist9. Again, beacons.ai/scientist9. That's spelled scientist, Nyney, because I fucking want to spell it that way. All right. So we got a lot to cover today. I'm going to teach you all a lot. I'm going to teach you every single thing that you probably have not known, or maybe know, or maybe not implementing. But we're going to crack a lot of jokes here today because I only have so much time to give you some rhymes for that matter. So Black history. All right, Black history, Black history. I got to stand to say this. Black history, Black history. Yes, Black history. Nice little toadstool that we got right here. All right, so we got Black History Month. All right. Sub G. So in Black history, all right, we come to this year. We come to this. How can I say? Time of the month during February, right? The shortest month of the year is actually the ending, the last month of the year. Okay, a lot of people don't understand that, overstand it, wherever you want to say. This is actually the last month of the actual real year. All right, keep that in mind. This is actually the last month of winter. Okay, you have December, January, and February, and of course, it's the shortest month. Now in 2024, it's a leap year, so we get an additional day, which is kind of crazy. How can you add additional day? But that's another conversation for another time, for a whole nother rhyme, okay? But we're here at this thing called Black History Month. So with Black History, all right, for any of my Negroes or African Americans or indigenous people or coloreds or Black Africans or Pan Africanists or people who identify as this or original, whatever the fuck you want to damn call yourself, it is our time of the year or our month, okay? Now, from a commercial standpoint, we find ourselves bombarded with a lot of different things during February, okay? We find ourselves bombarded with the NFL playoffs, the Super Bowl. We find ourselves with the NBA, what do you call that thing? The NBA All-Star Game, the NFL All-Star Game. We have award shows. We have a lot of different things going on. Back in the day, that seemed to overshadow what Black history is. And I think we all have adopted the matrix programming as far as what we are learning during Black History Month. But before we get started, let me give you just a few little details of how Black history even started in the first motherfucking place, okay? So, Black history. If we travel back to 1926, we have a guy by the name of Carter G. Woodson, okay? He's actually a bro of mine. Make us high five, but a whole nother conversation. He coined this called Negro History Week. Okay. Now, back in the day, we weren't, another conversation for another time. We all were not, I would say, affected by slavery in some mannerisms or illiteracy or financial barriers in some aspects. Okay. Not all of us, but there was a good chunk of us that were not. So he coined this Negro History Week. Now, during this time, what its original inception was for was to honor the achievements, the struggles of Black people throughout history in America and throughout the world. Throughout the world, you say? Thought it was just limited to America. Well, let me sit down and talk to you about this one. So, Black History Month. It wasn't even Black History Month until 1976. So, you mean to tell me that between 1926 and 1976, that it took 50 years for us to even come up with Black History Month in the first place? It went from a week all the way to an entire month. And it took 50 years, just only 50 full fucking years to do that. Hey, if we keep working hard, another 50 years, well, it should have been past 50 years by now. I mean, we got Black Lives Matter for all the justice that did us. Anyways, in that time frame, between 1926 and of course 1976, a lot has transpired between that time frame, okay? You had a lot of different civil rights movements, you had a lot of different burning down of Black prominent places, educational institutions were flourishing, Black Renaissance, Harlem Renaissance. You had a lot of different things going on during this time frame. But we're only focusing this specifically just to America. And that is the one thing that we're going to do today. We are going to bust up those goddamn myths of Black history, okay? Is Black history even history, okay? Is it fact or is it myth? And not only that, are we just limiting ourselves on what Black history is in the first place? Now, here's a little fun fact. Instead of saying Black History or Negro History Week or whatever, we can call it American history. I know, right? We can call it American history because I'm going to say this as professional as I can. That's what the fuck it is. It's actually world history. It's history of this landmass. But that's what it is. It's American history because it happened on this continent, on this landmass. So although we do coin it as Black History Month or Black History Week or Black History, it is still American history, okay? So first and foremost, let's even get to the whole myth of what Black history even says. First and foremost, hope you all taking motherfucking notes. First and foremost, we're only relegated to being in February, okay? Now, what happens in February? Well, we get bombarded with a lot of different things. Like I said already, we get bombarded with the notion of Super Bowl, NBA, and we also get bombarded with a lot of other commercialized dealings. Stuff that you motherfuckers like to deal with. Now, why does it only have to be relegated to the last month of the year? Because it ain't fucking December, okay? The last month of the actual year is February. If you understand Chinese zodiac and the real calendar of the sun, zodiac for that matter, this is the last month of the year. But I'll play it for shits and giggles. The second month of the year, okay? We got the shortest month of the year. Why is it only relegated to this time frame? And we're bombarded with a lot of different commercialized things. Like I said, we got NFL, we got NBA, we got the award shows. Hell, you even have President's Day, you even have Valentine's Day. A lot of different things that are going to bombard you with commercialized stuff to get you motherfuckers to keep spending money on different things that don't even matter in the first fucking place. Why is that? Well, do your research on it and you will show that a lot of people are emotionally captivated to take your attention away from what truth actually is, okay? We also look at February as the month of love. So if I could take the love of thyself away and put it in towards love of other things, you won't really put that much energy into learning in the first place. A lot of stuff they put in books and we don't fucking read the shit in the first place. So let's continue to read on down the line, right? One big thing that I always have a problem when it comes to Black history is this. Why is it that Black history, and for all you blacks, and the rest of you motherfuckers out here know this, why is Black history always centered around slavery and civil rights? Like, did we not contribute more shit to the fucking world, let alone society? I mean, let's sit down and think about this, right? We contributed not only to the ancient religions, not only to the ancient teachings, not only to technology, not only to mannerisms, not only to different languages, not only to entertainment and culture and social things. Why is it that we are only learning about fucking slavery and civil rights? Okay, why is that? Why does every single time we got to turn on the television, we have to see someone getting their ass kicked, somebody getting beat up by dogs or chewed up by fucking dogs like Swiss cheese and burgers? Why do we always got to see motherfuckers get sprayed by water hoses? Why do we always have to see, you know, the Klansmen with their stuff on, hanging motherfuckers? Why do we always got to see that? Why do we got to see protesting and Black Lives Matter, which that's a whole nother conversation in another time of this month that we're going to talk about the fallacy of that, because again, it's a fucking fallacy on that shit. Okay, but we always see the same thing. Then at time during 2020, we all saw the stuff with George Floyd, you know, and we continuously saw the same thing over and over and over and over again. Someone dying, someone getting killed, right? Black man, black woman. um the point I'm trying to make to you, coming from a psychological standpoint, because that's all it is. This is number psychology. You know, continue to sit down on television and turn the news on and see a nigga get their ass kicked, or see a police choke a motherfucker out, or see a police shoot some damn body. What they're doing is conditioning you to fear. Okay? Now, in psychology, learn something here. We got a guy named B.F. Skinner. He studied mainly behaviorism. Okay? Yeah, for all you fucking yuppies that don't know what the fuck he's talking about, I teach psychology. Okay? You have a guy here named B.F. Skinner who taught operant conditioning. Okay? That's dealing with positive and negative reinforcements. What it does, it actually modifies your behavior. What you do, how you think, how you act, how you eat, rewards, punishment, you know, fear of punishment, fear of negative consequences, whatever it may be. And the purpose of them, and I say them, we can play on that word later on down the line, but where I say them is, or the media for that mannerism, they put it in your mind because, again, you are conditioning yourself, whether classical or opera conditioning, like Pavlov's dog, right? You are consistently watching the same thing over and over and over again. You'll watch the goddamn Color Purple. You'll watch the fucking civil rights movement. You'll watch what's it, Roots. You'll watch what's another what's another movie that we always just watch that we just get so proud of? Pretty much any damn black movie. If it ain't somebody, you know, dealing with some love shit, you know, or some stuff dealing with church or whatnot, it's always the same thing, you know. And I think the issue comes, especially during Black History Month, we're getting the same script. It's the same script. It's the same script. It's the same script. We should have known between 1926 and 1976, hell, let alone 1986, which I came around in, or even 1996, or 2006, or hell, even 2016, that we're getting the same fucking script. Like this is literally, they hand you this shit. We wake up every single day, especially during Black History Month. We wake up every single day and we get the same script. We look through it. Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. Yeah, don't say this word. Yeah, okay. Oh yes, we gotta talk about marching. Oh yes, MLK, Harriet Tubman, we gotta definitely throw those in there. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, nonviolent protests. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Oh, a couple of niggas gonna die by some cops. Okay, yes. Black on black crime, which, another thing too, we have to stop saying black on black crime. Okay. Now, for the purposes of research, for the purposes of categorization, yes, fine. Understand black on black crime, or blacks committing crimes against themselves or people of their ethnic group. Understandably so. But it's fucking crime. Just like black history is American history. It's crime against crime. We don't hear anybody else say fucking Asian on Asian crime. We don't hear Italian on Italian crime. We don't hear anything about the Eastern Jews on Jews crime. We don't even hear about white on white crime. But we always continuously see the same old script about black on black crime. Let that shit go. It's fucking crime. Okay? If you're in a poor economic area, whether it be white, black, Asian, Latino, Hispanic, if you want to say damn Jewish, you want to say Asian, if you want to say any damn group of people, usually crime is where there is a lack of money and a lack of education, okay? And in most cases, yes, we may have a higher population in those areas. And why is that? Well, I just kept fucking saying it. We keep reading the same old damn script. Let that goddamn script go already. Let it fucking go. Let it go. Let that script fucking go. Get a new script, okay? Now, as we continue to read that script, what is that script even teaching us in the first damn place? Well, it's teaching us that we have to be content with this shit. We need to be happy. How many of you all ever heard that stuff, right? We go to church every day. They use their own Bible against us, which we're going to get to in another conversation down the line of how you live and show, about how your religion's even used against you, okay? But you've been taught to be content. Be content with your past struggles. Be content with getting the boot in your neck. Be content with getting your ass kicked. Turn the cheek if you get the shit slapped out of you. Don't react. Don't fight back. You know, again, I'm not saying if I'm not saying that you just go burn down something. I'm not saying that you should go incite any type of bomb. No, I'm not saying that. I'm also saying this, that you have to learn the difference between self-defense, protecting yourself, and just being a fucking chaotic ass asshole, okay? That is one thing that we have not really drawn the line or even an understanding towards. And that's anybody. You have to understand the difference between self-protection and self-goddamn chaos. And we have not done any of that shit. We, again, keep reading the same script. We keep reading the same script, the same scriptures at that. Oh, forgive, be of good cheer, turn the other cheek. You haven't noticed, again, going back to what I said earlier, the conditioning process with B.F. Skinner and behavioral and operant conditioning, that if you do this or if you do not do this, this or A, B, C, D, E, F, G shall happen to thee. Just saying. I mean, I'm just saying, people don't want to, people do not, and I say people, you know, I'm going to be more explicit on this topic, and I'm going to say this, I don't want to use the word and just single out anybody or a particular group of people, especially my own people. No, I'm singling out every single person that listens to this. People and motherfuckers need to understand that it is all a damn script. It's all a fucking script written on damn down. And you are reading this shit through like a goddamn movie. Just like you're watching this shit right now. This shit is scripted. Hell, what the fuck I'm saying to a point. I gotta know what the fuck I'm saying. I even wrote down something as far as a damn outline or a script. So you don't think that you're getting the same thing every single month when it comes to Black history, the same old script. Just saying though. Just saying, you know, take some time to understand that you have to start to look through the script and say, hey man, I can do this, or hey, I'm not cool with this shit. You know, because we would talk about, I'm not sure if anybody's watched Cat Williams or, you know, you've seen stuff from Dave Chappelle, you've seen all these different things. It was going kind of viral back in the last month, where it was always black men wearing dress, black men wearing dress, black men wearing dress, doing this, that, and third. You don't think those motherfuckers read the script before they actually do the part they have to act in? Yes. So the same thing goes to us in Black History Month. You don't think that you are reading this goddamn script? Yes, you read the script every single day when you wake up and you rehearse the shit. You know, if someone could, and again, I'm not saying that things don't exist, but just because something exists does not mean you have to give it power, okay? We understand fucking fire exists, but I'm not going to give it gasoline or air to keep damn breathing and burning shit damn down. You know, we understand that other things exist outside of our paradigm. I'm not going to give it damn energy. And we understand that people don't like certain people based on their skin color, okay? We understand that shit. We understand that in certain operations and certain games, that yes, there are certain barriers that people have to go through. That does not stop you from getting shit done, okay? If you want to get to the top of the mountain and you know that you can't walk up the mountain, what do? You either grab some fucking equipment, you goddamn jump on a damn plane, a helicopter, take a goddamn rocket to the bitch, or hell, you walk and claw your damn way up. We have been taught to walk and claw our damn way up, and if you can't go down a mountain and say, "Oh damn, it wasn't meant for me." No, if you want to get to the top of the mountain, you have to be innovative in the ways you get there. And that's in any damn thing, okay? That is in anything, you have to be innovative to the way that you get there to meet your goal. And yes, in anything, there's gonna be barriers. That's with anybody. Particularly so, yes, when it comes to the colored or the Negro or the black community, or if you want to be clear cut, the Moorish community, you know, there are things that we have different barriers based on this matrix that we continue to play in this game with. But you're taught to be content with that shit. But here's a whole nother thing down the line. This Black History deal, which again is American history. Let's keep this. I'm gonna bang on that shit. This is American history, okay? Ain't it, Batman? Ain't it? Yeah. It's American history. It is American history. You know why it's American history? Because it fucking happened in America. If something happened in Antarctica, it's Antarctica history. If something happened in China, it's China history. If something happened in India or Africa or Ireland or England or Australia or fucking South America, it is that landmass's history, okay? Now, let's play upon words. Although it is Black history from a standpoint, it is still American history because it happened in America, okay? North America, South America, the Americas, the American landmass. And the American landmass is not just the United States of America. That's one aspect of it. You have Canada, you have parts of them all the way up in Alaska. You go down to Central America, and you even go all the way down to South America. That is the Americas, North, Central, South. And again, there is Black people or indigenous people like us really across the fucking world, which goes back to Carter G. Woodson's first point. This is history and accomplishments that happen not only in America, but throughout the world. Throughout the world, you say? Yes, throughout the fucking world. Everybody that was Black wasn't getting their asses chewed on by dogs or sprayed water hoses. Now, yes, we did experience other barriers in racism, and we did experience other barriers in, I can say, political, social, economic events. Yes, you even had apartheid in South Africa. Yes, you had stuff that happened in Australia, but that is more than what we actually contribute to society. Because again, when we really talk about Black history, we have to talk about the achievements that span further back post-slavery, okay? And I'm going to bang on this for one little quick moment. Understand this, people. Understand this, okay? And for anybody out there who doesn't consider themselves Black or whatever, and I'm going to say this, some may agree and some may not agree. As a human, as us as humans, Black people as humans, we did not just, we're not like fucking just germs, right? That just expanded and just shot out of nowhere, right? Our history, although you want to say it started in the landmass of Africa, okay? Let's even look at the history of the world, okay? First and foremost, let's go ahead and clear this shit up. The chronological history of the Bible is about the most wrongest shit you can ever say. This earth is not 6,000 years old. I'm sorry. If any damn thing, this earth is fucking millions upon millions, if not billions of years old. All right? Billions of years old. So, if it's billions of damn years old, and between the billions of years, we'll use the plate tectonic plate shifting theory. Okay, we'll use that theory. Again, I'm saying I'm using it to paint a picture. If there's a group of people, right, that are on a certain land mass, okay, we'll use your family. Anybody has a family out there, that has more than 20 motherfuckers in there. And I mean this from immediate relatives, extended family, okay? Everybody does not live in the same fucking state, correct? Some people do. Don't get me wrong. Some people do live in the same state. Some people, family do, but in most cases, people moved out. People went to different areas of the land mass, okay? Some people go to different parts of the world and live, produce children, multiply, and start life where, but they're still connected to that centralized family, all right? So walk along with me here. Do you fucking think if we're so-called, if the first so-called person, female, I think it was Lucy or whatnot, was found in Africa, the landmass of Africa. Do you think, you mean to tell me that we only were just in Africa the entire time? Why the fuck everybody else get where they go? If we're so-called the mother of all civilization, the mother of all dead people, where the fuck did everybody else come from then? Even if you want to use the goddamn cold theory, that the shit got cold and motherfucker got trapped and turned damn white, whatever you want to call it, or people migrate here. Any damn thing of people, motherfuckers migrate there either by boat or by walking, okay? Now, let's just say that, oh, well, you have black people in South America. How the fuck they get there? They didn't cross the ocean. Well, two things could have happened. They could have been there before the goddamn plate tectonic shifted. Or better yet, let's even go back to the history where they circumnavigated playing with fucking boats. Yes, if you go right now, go on, I think it's Peacock or it may be Disney Plus. You can go watch there's a documentary. I forgot what the name of it was. It was about a guy who's a Christian missionary, and he went to Sentinel Island. I don't know the name of it right now, but he went to Sentinel Island, right? Sentinel Island, for those that are unaware of this, here's some black history. Sentinel Island is an island in the Angeles Islands that's south of India, for the most part, in the Indian Ocean, getting close towards Indonesia. It's like right between like Africa, India, and like right by Indonesia. It's a group of islands, but mainly closer towards India, okay? I watched this documentary probably about a few weeks ago, and I'm thinking, you say parts of India, you're thinking people are going to be looking like Indians, right? And I mean Indians like the East Indians or people, like Gandhi or whatnot. No. For the lack of a better word, these were brothers and sisters out there. Some people would say, man, they're like niggas out there. And yes, they did. Their skin color was darker than mine. They had broad noses. They had kinky, curly ass damn hair. If I took any one of them right now, I could place them in the fucking heart of Atlanta, Detroit, in goddamn Mississippi. I can go down to goddamn Africa and they would blend in like nothing ever happened. Yes. In the middle of the fucking ocean, some Sentinel Islands. Now, how the fuck they get there? They didn't fucking walk. They ain't damn swim, or they probably did. Who fucking knows? But they've been there upon thousands of years. That's the type of history that I'm saying that black history needs to be damn taught. Not no fucking we shall overcome, holding hands together, I have a dream speech, which we're going to get into later on down the line. With that shit was probably one of the most detrimental things that we could ever damn heard. We are. We're going to talk about that later on down the line. However, though, the black history or history of our people, right? American history is not just centered in America. We have a particular part of history, but it's not only centered in America. It's actually also in Europe. If you do the research, it started off in the Mediterranean. You do the research, it was all up in Northern Africa, South Africa, Middle Central Africa. It even expanded all the way down to parts of Middle East, even parts of India. Hell, go down to Indonesia. Yes, there's people down there who look just like me and you. For those that are in that ethnic group, wouldn't be able to tell not one difference from us. Minus, probably like how the phenotype of the eyes. in the language, of course. But genetic wise, damn near the same. It really is. It's almost damn near identical. Like, I hate to say it, but think of it like a dog, right? Think of it like an English bulldog and a regular American bulldog. Damn near identical, only slight difference, certain differences based on where they live at. Same damn thing with black people. We weren't just in fucking Africa. I know that may hurt some of you goddamn historians' damn feelings. I know that may hurt some of your fundamentalist feelings. I know that may hurt some of your other people's matrix or whatnot. But no, we weren't just in fucking Africa. I'm sorry, we weren't. We all did not just come over by no goddamn boats, chained up and banged up. We didn't. If you really want to get down to the actual historical fact of it, there were already free blacks over here. If you want to call them blacks, right? They were already over here functioning like regular people in society. There are people already over here in what we call the Native American tribes that some of them aren't being recognized till this day. There are also people down in Central America who are already over here. Hell, if we want to talk about the Olmecs, what they don't ever talk about, they were already down in South America. Yes, we're talking about brothers and sisters that look just like me and you. The people in that ethnic group who are already in South America. Understand what I'm saying. We were not just in the fucking Caribbean. We were not just in goddamn the South. We were not just in damn Africa. We were all over the goddamn planet. Understand that. We were all over the damn planet. Now, yes, of course, through certain times, through certain mixings of different, groups of people, yes, things are going to change. That just happens. Like, if you, and I use dogs for example, so we can understand. I'm not calling anybody here a dog, but we're using the standpoint from science is Nyne, dogs. If I have a beagle of a certain bloodline, God like beagles, if I have a beagle of a certain bloodline, right, this bloodline is going to be a particular bloodline that's in England. If I take that bloodline and bring another beagle from another damn bloodline or whatever else and mix it in, yes, it'll still have that bloodline in it. However, though, it's not the same thing per se, okay? So the same thing goes with people. Now, we have mixed in over and over and over in time, which, yes, the base root, the base foundation may be a particular person. However, though, it's been mixed in a lot, through war, through conquest, through just intermixing of tribes, whatever you want to say. But the point I'm going back to is we were always fucking here, okay? We weren't just in Africa, again, don't believe the bullshit that we were just in Africa just hanging around, throwing spears at each other, chasing monkeys and shit. No, we built the goddamn pyramids all over the goddamn planet. We had the highest language, the highest mathematics, the highest religion and spiritual practices, and it got dispersed all the way through, okay? So going back, those are just some myths that I want to break before we actually break into a whole nother show later on down the line. Please, we're not only relevant in February. Black history is not only fucking limited to slavery and civil rights. It ain't, so let that shit go. Please stop going and teaching the same old dry out script that we shall be content with the past struggles that we had. Please, another thing, people, this history, this American history, is not just for the black man and black woman. Yes, we need to learn our own history, but it's for fucking everybody to learn, because they need to understand how great we are as a damn people, and they need to understand how deep this shit goes, and they need to understand that y'all were just lied to just like the fuck we were. And again, that's the most important point. Black history is not just centered in America. That shit spans in America, North and South America, Central America, Australia, Europe, Africa, and Asia. Okay? So again, please take that notes. Please make sure you have a nice fun time in class, and please make sure that you go to that link at beacons.ai/scientist9. Click on that link and make sure you subscribe to the live shows that we have. Subscribe to the YouTube and Instagram page. Again, how we can do that at MKPDcast. Again, MKPDcast. We have that on Instagram. We have that on YouTube. We also have that on Facebook. So make sure that you do every single thing you need to do to subscribe to us and for us. Also, too, be looking for the next show that we're having as we continue our lectures about Black history and the fallacies and the myths that you all have been fucking lied to. Now, before we go, we always like to say, always remember, drown it out within the music. Why? Because this is the way. We'll see you on the other side.